In the vast plains of Africa, where golden grasses swayed under the scorching sun and acacia trees stood like silent sentinels, lived a mighty lion named Koiko. His golden mane blazed like fire in the sunlight, announcing his reign over the land. But Koiko was no ordinary lion. His roar could shake the earth, and even the bravest hyenas would scatter in fear. His paws were so large and heavy that their imprints carved tales of strength into the soil. In his amber eyes glimmered the wisdom born from years of experience. But despite all his might, Koiko had one weakness: pride. It followed him like a shadow, ever present and unyielding. This land was a place of balance, where life and death were woven together in a delicate dance. Zebras grazed warily, ever alert to the threat of attack. Gazelles leapt through the air, birds painted the skies with vibrant wings, and each morning began with a symphony of chirps and calls. Beneath this majestic landscape, among the roots of trees, lived a tiny mouse named Seka. She was as small as a pebble, her fur the color of dry grass, and her eyes sparkled like tiny black beads. Seka was neither strong nor famous, but she was clever, and her heart was as vast as the plains themselves. One day, when the sun blazed like molten gold in the sky, Koiko lay resting under the shade of a baobab tree. He had just feasted and was now slipping into sleep, his tail swishing lazily at flies. Soon, his snores echoed across the plain. That same day, Seka had ventured far from her burrow, drawn by the scent of a fallen seed. Unaware of her path, she scampered toward the sleeping lion. The seed lay near his massive paw. Hungry and eager, she rushed forward, but in her haste, her tiny foot brushed against Koiko's paw. In an instant, the lion's eyes snapped open. With a thunderous growl, he pinned the tiny mouse beneath his paw. Seka trembled, her heart pounding like a drum. "Who dares disturb my sleep?" Koiko's deep voice rumbled. Quivering, Seka squeaked, "Oh great lion, I am just a humble mouse. I didn't mean to disturb you. I was only searching for food for my family." Koiko chuckled mockingly. "A mouse? So small, so insignificant. You're not even worth eating. Why shouldn't I end your life right now?" Gathering courage, Seka said, "Great Koiko, I may be small, but even the smallest creature can be of help someday. If you spare me, I promise, I will help you in your time of need." Koiko burst into laughter. "You? Help me? Very well. Just to see this foolish promise, I shall let you go." He lifted his paw, and the mouse scurried away, her heart still racing, but filled with determination. Time passed. Koiko ruled as king and Seka returned to her simple life. But she never forgot the lion's mercy, or her promise. From a distance, she observed him, learning his habits and nature. One evening, as the sun dipped red against the horizon, Koiko came to the river to drink. He was unaware that hunters from a nearby village had laid a trap, a sturdy net woven with thick vines. As he approached the water, the net sprang and ensnared him. Koiko roared, thrashing and struggling, but the more he fought, the tighter the net gripped him. His roars echoed across the land. Most animals fled in fear. But Seka heard the cry. She ran toward the river and saw the mighty lion trapped. The hunters were drawing closer. Time was short. "Great Koiko!" Seka called out. The lion turned his head and saw her, tiny, determined. "I've come to fulfill my promise." Koiko growled, "You? How will you break this net?" Seka didn't answer. She got to work. With her sharp little teeth, she began gnawing at the thick vines. The ropes were strong, but her resolve was stronger. The hunters' voices grew louder, but Seka didn't stop. One by one, the vines began to snap. At last, a key strand gave way and the net loosened. With a mighty effort, Koiko tore free. He roared, so loudly that the plains trembled. The hunters, startled, backed away in fear. The lion disappeared into the dusk, and Seka quietly slipped away. Later, in a safe grove, Koiko looked down at the mouse. In his eyes, now softened, there was something new: respect. "Oh little mouse," he said, "you did what I thought impossible. You saved the king of the jungle." Seka bowed her head. "I only kept my promise. No one is too small to make a difference." From that day forward, Koiko's pride crumbled. Never again did he consider anyone insignificant. Seka returned to her burrow, and her bravery became legend, whispered in the wind, sung by birds, and remembered by all who called the plains home.